Which magnet is better, the single-sided or the double-sided? In this video, I'm going to be scuba diving and showing you how each magnet works underwater in real time. Then you get to be the judge on which magnet you want to buy. What's going on, everybody? My name is Jeremy. Welcome to my channel. Today we're ending the debate of which magnet is better, the single-sided magnet or the double-sided magnet. Plus, I'm going to be showing you how each magnet works underwater in real time. I'm going to show you what the pros and cons of each magnet are and which magnet you should be using in certain circumstances. So before we suit up, I want to show you exactly how I got all my magnets packed in my Nanuk cases. Let's take a look. I got the Nanuk 950 to hold all of my magnets and all my gear that goes with magnet fishing, and I got the Nanuk 960 to hold all of my scuba diving gear. So these Nanuk cases come with a whole bunch of padding that you can customize any way you want to hold your gear. Inside I got all of my ropes. Inside here I got it laid out to where I have a grappling hook tucked away here. I got my little magnet. I have my big 1,000-pound single-sided magnet. And I got my newest double-sided magnet right here. This may be considered overkill, but the last thing you want to do is have your magnets get stuck together inside your case, or even worse, that would be something terrible that you don't want to have happen, so you want to definitely keep all of your magnets separated and away from each other at all times. So these Nanuk cases are extremely durable, waterproof. You should definitely check out getting one of these cases if you want to keep your gear nice and organized. Over here we got the Nanuk 960 that holds all of my scuba diving gear. Everything that I have in this case I go scuba diving with, except for my tank. I got all my fins, I got my BCD in here, I got all my wetsuit. I got everything I need to go scuba diving in here. I got the tank in the car. This is perfect. One case, that's all you need. And one of the best parts about these cases is they roll just like luggage. They have a handle that extends and they have wheels on them too. Let's break out the gear and let's get this day started. On the first throw with the double-sided magnet, you can see it getting pulled along in the dirt and it doesn't shift or move around any. This is telling me that the strongest parts of the magnet are either pointing straight down or pointing straight up. But from side to side, if it slides by something, it's not going to grab it. All the strongest parts of this magnet is down in the dirt or straight up. This magnet does get by the rocks and snags a lot easier than other magnets. As you can see when we get closer to the rocks, it tends to want to roll and get out of the way of the rocks instead of getting snagged underneath it. This is a good positive for this kind of magnet if you're throwing it out into the rivers and lakes. This is the second time that we threw the double-sided magnet out into the river, and as you can see, it's a lot of the same as the first pass. It tends to stay on one side for most of the time unless it comes across an obstacle, and it'll roll out of its way. But once again, I'm thinking the strongest parts of this magnet are pointed straight down or straight up. So that leaves a lot of missed opportunities if it happens to get drugged beside something. Now I got Brute Magnetic single-sided 1,000-pound magnet. So on this first throw with the single-sided magnet, I immediately noticed that there's a huge disadvantage to using a single-sided magnet versus the double-sided. As you can see, when it's getting pulled back in, it tends to want to stay upside down. So all of the strength of this magnet is be pointed straight up. This gives it almost no chance to grab onto anything. You can also see that it will get snagged on pretty much anything it comes across. Branches, fishing lines, and definitely rocks. As you continue to watch it being pulled up the rocks, it wants to slide in between rocks and underneath rocks, and it will not roll over. Here on the second pass with the single-sided magnet, you can see it's pretty much just like the first one. As it's being pulled across the dirt, it wants to flop upside down and get drug along the ground face up. All the strength of this magnet is being wasted because it's pretty much being pulled in the dirt upside down. I would use this single-sided magnet on the sides of bridges and boat docks rather than throwing it out into the river. That way you can give it like a bobbing up and down action, and you can pick up stuff that's right below you, and it lessens the chances. And all the strength of this magnet is being pointed straight down, so whatever you drop it on, it's going to grab on solid. So I hope that this video has cleared up some doubt that you had about buying magnets. Each magnet has its strengths and each magnet has its weaknesses. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and definitely subscribe to my channel if you're enjoying all the content that I'm making. Special shout out to Brute Magnetics for hooking me up with these magnets, and also if you're interested in those Nanuk cases, check into the description down below. I'm going to provide all the links to all the products that I use today. Until next time, I will see you again. My name is Jeremy, and I'm out of here.